What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Jay. This is Creative Life. This is another video. I wanted to do the whole 5 shoe challenge thing, but I'm gonna do mine a little bit different. I don't know if they're doing the most expensive or anything like that, but I'm gonna do the top 5 that means the most to me. So I'm gonna start off with my honorable mention, and yes, I have an honorable mention. This here, y'all should know what this is. If you don't, let me show you. Jordan Maroon 6. And the reason this is a honorable mention for me, I was a kid. I seen a magazine with Mike having these on. And he never played in them, but he had them on. I guess it was like a commercial shoot or something. And I was like, man, those are nice. And when they finally came out, I think in 2015, at 220 was like, it's less steep. But I still ended up getting them on a restock, but I got a size 9. So I sold the size 9 to my nephew for $100. Yes, $100. Only pretty much wore them once. I sold them to him for $100, and I was able to get these from round 2, Chicago. I basically took 2 pair of shoes that was worn, kind of, yeah, and just got these. So this is an honorable mention. All right, now let's get into the shoe, and I'm gonna give you a small story on why these shoes was important to me. We're not gonna get to the bangers first. All right, so the first one is Yeezy 350, but it's the colorway. All right, these are the core whites. People call them Oreos. Now the reason these are in the collection of this top 5 or whatever is because I stayed in the mall, not Fox Valley, Woodfield Mall, for 8 hours to get these joints, man. 8 hours from, because I struck out on the app or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go to the mall because I know somebody's not gonna pick up their pair. Man, I was in there for 8 hours on a Saturday to get these joints, but I got them, so I'm happy I got them. But this is the first shoe that I actually stood outside. I'm not outside, but stood in the line for, to actually like get the shoe, and actually got the shoe. This is the first pair, so that's why these are important to me. I like these too, man. I just cleaned the bottom a little bit, so they're a little more clean, but not as clean as they could be. But these are not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep these joints. See, these joints are, and it's one of the like first colorways of the. Y'all gotta bear with me. My hair ain't been cut. My barber ain't doing nothing because of this virus stuff. But this is one of the first colorways. It was the beluga, then the red stripe, the tan stripe, and the green stripe, and then these. So this is the 4th colorway. Yeah. Okay. The next shoe, that was the first one. The next shoe is these here, MX1 or MX87 or whatever y'all want to call them. And the reason this is important to me is because when I was younger, all of the street pharmacists used to have these on. And you will see them with MXs all the time. And I'm like, man, what are those? Why do they like look so good? And again, I didn't know too much about shoes. I just knew what they were. And I was so into basketball, I was more learning about basketball shoes than running shoes. But this is another one of the shoes that my god brothers used to have, and I saw him with these. Like, man, them look good. And he was like, he used to always tell me, "So don't worry about it. You're gonna be all right once you get older. You'll be able to get your own." So that's why these are somewhat, well, important to me. Let's go with the next one. This is number 2. Number 3. Let me get this box. This shoe here. Anybody who knows me, y'all know that Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players. Now, of course, my tissue paper, don't worry about y'all. Of course, my favorite player of all time is Michael Jordan. I grew up in Chicago. I was blessed enough to be here to see him win all 6 championships. So what he did for the city, what Scotty did for the city, what Dennis Rodman and John Paxson and Stacey King and man, we had a squad. Tony Kukoc, Luke Longley, Bill Wellington. Like we had a squad. But anyway, what all of them did for Chicago, it's always important to me. I do have a couple pairs of Scottie Pippens, but it's the Pippen 6s. I think they look good. I'll show them in another time. But in my opinion, this dude here, and this is not his first shoe, but this model, when I saw these, it was like, man, I want those. Now, my oldest brother actually bought me a pair of these when I was a kid, but it was the white and red colorway, the all white. Yeah, I probably heard my wife screaming with the red down the tongue. He had bought me those from Burlington Coat Factory at North Riverside Mall when I was a kid. I needed some basketball shoes, and they was way, way, way too big. But he was like, man, just put on a couple pair of socks and you'll be all right. So this colorway was a colorway I wanted, but I never got this colorway until I got older. And I had the white and red colorway as a kid. So this shoe is always going to hold a special place. I'm going to get the white and red ones this year because they don't stock X for like $90. So I'm going to get the white and red ones this year. But this shoe is important to me because of that reason. Put this back. It should be number 3. All right. Number 4. Nope. We'll do this the right way. Yeah. Number 4 is, Go do this one's number 4. Now, this is my favorite model. The Jordan 12 is my favorite model. And this taxi is my favorite shoe. Yes, this is the 2013 pair. Probably saying to yourself, why do they look so brand new? Because I don't wear them. This is my Grail. I've already told the story millions of times how I got these. But the reason is because when I was younger and these shoes first came out, again, shout out to my god brothers. They are really, really important in my life. My god brother, Rob, his nickname is Pooh Man, but that's what we call him. He had these. First time I ever seen him on somebody's foot. He had these, and this gold was on a summer day in my neighborhood on the west side of Chicago. Man, this shoe was looking so good, and I didn't know what they were. So, of course, he told me what they were, and at that point, it was like, man, them look so good. So I said to myself, when I get a chance to, if I could ever get them, I'm gonna get them. And when they came out in 2013, I actually got my pair from Woodfield Mall, and this shoe is always gonna hold that spot in my heart because, again, Jordan 12s are an incredible shoe. Oh, I gotta clean the bottom of these. They're an incredible shoe to me. The taxi, again, is my favorite colorway. It's black and white, and that gold is so beautiful. But again, shout outs to my god brother. So my god brothers used to be fly when I was a shorty, man. They used to have all the nice clothes, nice shoes, and I ain't gonna lie, they used to give them to us. They used to make sure we was straight. So I appreciate them for this kind of stuff. Like, all these memories make me think of the good times of before my block went kind of crazy. But yeah, I appreciate this. And this is not ever going anywhere. So shout outs to you, Pooh Man. And this is that shoe. Now, last but not least, this is another one that my god brothers used to have that got me into shoes as well. I was a kid and I seen a commercial with this particular shoe. And I started learning more and more about sports. And I was learning about this dude that played baseball. And he was very, very special. And I was like, I went down the street and I asked my god brother one day, I was like, man, have you seen these Nikes? They this color, they this color, got this on them, they got a strap, they got Nike on the strap of the shoe. And he was like, and he put his foot up. He put his foot up on a banister. He was like, "You talking about these?" And it caught me. And again, I was young, man. I was young, so it was amazing to be able to see that stuff because my mom wasn't spending that money on those shoes. So she wasn't gonna do that. But he was like, "You talking about these?" And he pulled his foot up and put it on the banister. And I was like, "Oh man, you got them." And that is these joints right here, the King Griffey Juniors. Now they call the Air Max Griffies, but King Griffey Juniors, man. And this shoe right here, man. People be talking about shoes, man. If you don't know if you ain't got a pair of these, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just playing. But no, man, just having Nike on the strap, and I remember just give me those memories, those nostalgic memories. And again, as a shorty, my god brothers actually like sat down and always talked to me and showed me the ropes, clothes, females, cars, basketball, anything they could, they helped me with. So I appreciate them for being nice enough to do that because they ain't have to. But yeah, King Griffey Juniors and just these and these two important shoes that's not gonna ever leave my collection. I don't care what happened, what's going on, but again, from those nostalgic purposes. I do have a lot of shoes. God is good. I've been blessed to have a lot of shoes, but these two take me back to my childhood and when things was a lot easier. The only thing you had to do was get up, shower, do your chores, go outside, and play and enjoy life. And things are a little bit harder as life goes on and you get into these points of life. You got bills and responsibilities, but you still need those nostalgic times and those memories. So once again, to my god brothers, all three of them, and I appreciate y'all for what y'all did for me as a shorty, showing me the ropes, showing me about fashion and shoes and stuff like that. And yeah, that's my top 5. So all right, man, this is your boy Jay. This is Creative Life. I need all y'all to be smooth out there, man.